Hello, thank you for joining me. I am going to talk about what is required for abusers to abuse their targets. That's just a few points, really, because obviously this will not include everything, but this is just what I thought I should quickly highlight this morning. So, my first point is lack of integrity, lack of healthy self love and self esteem. That is the abusers. So this can also be projected as upside down humility. You know, abusers can appear to be very humble people. Some of them can seem to be quite timid and everything if you don't know, or if you don't have the eye to actually unmask them. Or sometimes really because they know how to play the game. They know how to fool those around, because again, abuse can happen without people around noticing that it's happening. Only the perpetrator and the victim can be aware. Sometimes it can even take a while for victims to actually know that the abuse is happening. So once you know the traits, you'd be able to properly see that this person is not as nice as they want us to believe that they are, and also when you look at other traits, when you look at their behavior, you'll be able to see that things don't match up here. And then my second point is power hungry. This can be either from parental misinformation about, let's say, if it's racial, about the other race, or if we talk about domestic violence, this could be about the other gender, right? So children may be misinformed by adults as they grow up, telling them things that just make them think that the other race or the other gender deserves to be treated as subservient. And then this can also be reinforced by media. This is definitely brainwashing, because once you know the truth, you actually know that there is definitely no gender that is better than the other, no race that is better than the other, or whatever it is. If it's about people who are targeted because of disability, you still know that, just because someone is disabled does not actually mean that they are less of a human being, right? And then the third one is jealousy and delusion. This is the perpetrators again. It might seem like perpetrators are confident people when you look at them, or when you look at their groups, the facade again, their outside appearance, but in reality, they really are not, because there is no confident person, there is no self-loving person, there's no content person who can actually pick on another person. I recently watched a video of the former president of South Africa, FW de Klerk. I think this was towards the end of his life, where he was talking about how wrong his apartheid government was. This is the government that was racially abusing Black South Africans in their own homeland, right? And then I also remember a story about a Black man who once had a job that involved helping or supporting bedridden white man. He said there was a time where this person that he was supporting just grabbed his arm and then asked him why he thinks they ill-treated Black people. That's why he thinks racist white people ill-treat Black people. I'm not going to give you the answer that he's given, but I'm just going to let you guess. I found it quite shocking that somebody could actually recognize that. And would I say, yeah, the sad thing is that some of them, the confessions seem to happen towards the end of life. So I don't know whether it's because they're afraid of others, or definitely they know how wicked, abuse can be. So they're probably afraid, really, maybe. They're probably afraid of being targeted by the same people who do exactly what they used to do. And then my fourth point is demonic. Really, I know it sounds like very comical when I say demonic, but I am actually very serious. I truly believe that abuse is demonic. It is. If you have seen abusers, if you have had the sad opportunity of actually being face to face with abusive people, and if you are able to properly be in the moment, you can actually see some of them, you can see them in a state that, they're so, it does not look, when you see it, you will know that this is quite demonic. You will see the evil in their eyes. You can actually see it. The same way that people can see love in, other people's lives, you can also see evil. You can see evil. So I believe that it is demonic possession or demonic oppression. This is the perpetrators. I believe that, these are people who do things, who do what they do because from the inspiration of demonic spirits, and there are different layers. Some are, they're not as completely, what do I say, out of control in those moments. But some of the things that happen, like continuously, you can tell that this person, it's not human. Human beings are not cruel like that. Again, sometimes I think, when you look at people who are abusive, you might realize that some of them will have addictive tendencies as well. They might have something, some of them, like when it's very extreme, they might have certain things to, I think, maybe to numb the pain. Like they know that they are cruel, they know that they're evil, especially when you're an adult, you definitely know. Another thing is, I've realized that these people actually know when to be selectively compassionate. They know, they do it when they want something from their targets, or when they want to please the people around them, because again, they scheme, they do this in a way that they remain somehow protected. Like they're cowards. These people are really cowards. When they do this, they carefully look around in the environment. They look around so that they don't become accountable for what they're doing. This is how I know that this is beyond human. Like there's so many things that you could be doing with your time. You could be interacting also with another human being. There's so many things. You can get to know them if you want, or really, why don't you even just sit and just let them be? But no, these people are so obsessed with causing harm or, dehumanizing others. Like I will never ever understand. I remember one lady who said, you can never understand evil when you're not evil. So a lot of times you see people trying so hard to understand, why abusers do what they do. But you know what? It's because abusers really just choose to do that for whatever reason, and it's not our place to change them, right? So the aim of this is just to be able to be aware when these people are targeting you or they're targeting someone around, and then people should make informed decisions. I really believe that if you're a person of integrity, you're going to do something when you see that somebody is being dehumanized. You might not do it immediately, but there's something that you're going to do. You will plan. You cannot watch other people being dehumanized, because I believe that when you do that, something in the inside of you dies. I really believe that. And also, you teach yourself that, when people are in a difficult situation, nobody is there to support them. So when you find yourself in that situation, it can also be really hard for you to believe that people are there to help you. Now, again, when you are a target of abusers, remember that there is no amount of kindness that can change abusers. Abuse happens because perpetrators feel entitled and they feel qualified for superior places. They feel qualified to oppress others. They just feel like, and some of them, I think they're probably raised in ways that they think, in the world is dog eat dog, where you just have to hit somebody to climb up, or I don't even know, or whether maybe the spotlight, they feel that, in order to be seen, they have to step on another person. I just don't understand, right? And then understanding this also will help you if you are a target, or if you are somebody who is just against abuse. You'd be able to see that, they also have cues. They have little, ways of communicating with each other. Abusers can work together. They can partner, when you're adults, you already know things, you already know certain things. So they don't even need to have meetings, even though obviously some of them do have like gossip groups where they will, gossip and scheme plan. They might not call it a gossip group, but that's what it is. It's just a group that also helps them to, justify why they are doing what they are doing, helps them to feel better about themselves, it's like a support group for perpetrators, right? Yeah. And then if you are somebody who has been targeted again by abusers, please do remember to take care of your mental health. It's very important. Just know that there is nothing you can do. You can't change these people. There's nothing you can do to make them see things differently. But what you can do though is you can take care of your mental health. You can choose to take yourself out of their presence if that's possible. If it's not possible, you can have other strategies. For example, when you see that the abuse has started to happen, you can disengage. You can, just find other things. You can just take your you can go on holiday. You can just take your brain, your thoughts away on holiday, or you can scheme, you can plan, your way out. If you're in a domestic violence relationship, for example, you can also plan how to get out safely. So thank you very much for the time you've taken to listen to this video. Ke a leboga. Hello, thank you for joining me.